Hello. Today I'm in a different spot in my veranda and dining area, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your ABN. And I just want to talk about a couple of things quickly before we do that. Is that, do you need an ABN? And just a couple of things to be wary of. So if you've read the blog, you're going to see that I've written about it. You don't need an ABN. If you earn $75,000 in revenue, then you do need an ABN. You need to register to do your quarterly BAS. If you're not in Australia, this isn't really applicable to you. But if you earn less than that, you don't actually need to have an ABN. But if you invoice people, it's important to have your ABN. And the nice thing about having an ABN is then you can claim back any GST that you pay once you are receiving GST. And also sometimes wholesale companies will only sell to you if you have an ABN. So for instance, I run a marketing business. However, I have a hobby that is sewing, and I was able to create a wholesaler account with a hemp fabric company because I have my ABN. So sometimes you can do things like that. It's quite handy. Then the thing to be careful of is that there's the actual ATO, so the Australian Taxation Office, the government page where you can go and register your ABN for free. But then there's a number of other businesses, and they have a website where you go and they'll say, yes, we'll register your ABN, but it will cost money, and they'll register a business name as well. So you can register a business name, but you don't need to. You just need the ABN, and it should be free. And so I've shared the link in the blog, and I'll share it in the notes for this as well. The link to the page, the ATO government page where you can register for free. And now I'm just going to start going through the process of registering an ABN, but I'm just going to use fake information and see how far I can get so that you know, if you're watching this, if your page doesn't look like this page, don't go on. Like, they shouldn't be asking you for money. Your page should just look like this, and this is February 2022. So maybe if it's like 2 years later and you're watching this, it may look a little bit different. However, it should be the same URL. So let's have a peek. Let's have a look. Oops, there's my Zoom window. So we should be seeing a page like this. Now I've shared this link. I'll make sure I'll share it, but it should be an Australian government page, Australian Government Business Register, right? It should be free. So you're just going to click this button, apply or reapply for an ABN. And then they're going to ask you a number of questions. We're going to give real information. We just click next. And then, are you an individual, a company, or a super entity? Are you carrying out activities in Australia? Yes. And then basically, are you taking steps to start your activity, or have you started your activity? I mean, probably yes, right? And if not, then say no. It's easy. What's the nature of your activity? So in the form of a business. Are you doing things that are consistent with running a business? Yeah, I am. And then next. And then, great, this is a review page, so we're just checking that that is really what we wanted to say. Now, we're an individual. If I answered yes to the question above, what's the ABM? Oh, hang on. What have I done wrong? I'm an individual. No, I don't have an ABN, so I should be able to submit without clicking that. Do I want to apply or reapply? Yes. Do you have a tax file number? So you should pop it in. And I think if you say no, that it will actually not let us progress. Someone's just calling me. I'll just mute that. Are you an Australian resident? You should be. And if you're using a badge, like a tax agent, you should put it there. But, you know, I mean, I use a tax agent now, but I never used to. Then we're going to pop in your details, and then it just progresses and asks you a few other questions. So it shouldn't be a big deal. Hopefully this is enough of a little demo to get you started so that you at least know what the page looks like, because I don't want you to have to pay for it. I've had clients pay for it. I was like, oh, you don't need to pay for it. I just want to save you that inconvenience and just help make it easy for you. I love having an ABN. And I think it's such an easy thing, and it helps you feel like a proper business, and you get actual business benefits. So I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you soon.